Hey, good afternoon, team. Hey, first thing I want to say is thank you. Thank you for the opportunity for me to be able to get away for a couple weeks. This tan you see here didn't come from sitting in a tanning booth at the Wellness Center. I was able to take the kids and Julie on a couple week vacation to just kind of unplug and take the opportunity to rejuvenate and connect with them on a deeper level. So just want to say thank you for holding the fort down and not only just sustaining what we have going on, but carrying on and moving forward with what we're trying to accomplish here as we wrap up this crazy, crazy year. Speaking of that crazy year, I would encourage you to reflect on all the things that happened, whether they're good or they're bad or they're, whatever they are, indifferent. They could be indifferent. But it's important that you reflect on those and kind of process them and how you're going to move forward with them. One thing that I think about for the organization is the fact that when an obstacle came at us this year, we made a very intentional decision to turn that obstacle into an opportunity. And that opportunity realized itself in production. We look across the board, all of our numbers have increased. We've done more business. We've had the opportunity to create more positive impacts in our community. And I cannot wait to share that with you at our State of 4 Degrees. And more information on that in just a second. So one thing that I was able to do while I was taking a little bit of time off is think through some big initiatives, some things that we want to accomplish in 2021. A couple big ones that come to my mind are we're starting a program. It's called Smart Dollar, and I'll put a link on this email as like a promo video. But to me, I'm super excited to be able to offer that to our team members because it's fundamental in being able to improve our lives, on the personal side and on the professional side. So that's a big one. The second one that I'm probably most excited about and most, maybe motivated to do is I'm going to create a leadership development program. And it's going to be something that I think will be very valuable content. And it's going to be one of those that you're going to get out of it what you put into it. So super excited to be rolling those out this next year. But what I want to also say is January 22nd, I believe we pushed that date out earlier, but that's the date that we were going to do the State of 4 Degrees and then also the award ceremony out at Quest. So as you know, the governor's proclamation, I think is what it's called, got extended to the 11th of January, but we're in communication with Quest to see if they're still going to allow events. And of course, we'll be under their direction. I'm sure, obviously masks will be required and we want to do it as safe as possible. But right now we're probably about a 98% chance that we're going to host that event on January 22nd. So we'll be pushing out more information next week as well. But I just think it's incredibly important that we take the time to celebrate all the things that we've been able to accomplish as an organization this last year, but then also create the path that we're going to follow for this coming year in 2021. It's critical in my mind, okay? So more information to come on that. So normally I leave you with one challenge, but I have two for you today, okay? So the first one is to think about your health. So I was talking with a team member the other day, and we both kind of came to the conclusion that mainstream media isn't necessarily talking about people's health per se. They're focused more on, what's going on with COVID, how many, positive tests versus negative tests, what's going on with the vaccine. But rarely do you hear them talking about an individual's health. And so I want to take the time and the opportunity to challenge you. And I know some of you are doing some really great things personally, but health comes down to a couple things in my mind. Number one is your nutrition plan. Don't just let that go by the wayside. Be intentional this next year about creating something that's going to make you feel good. Okay. The second piece to that is exercising or physical fitness. And I think all of you know my thoughts and mindset when it comes to physical fitness, but also if you're a science person, look at the science behind staying active. Get outside, even though it's freezing, get outside, go for a walk, go for a run, do exercises in your house, wherever you can. As a matter of fact, we have a facility here at 4 Degrees, if you didn't know that. There's an exercise facility, a gym that you can utilize And I guarantee you, if you commit to doing those things well, it's going to make you feel good, and it's going to also help you be more productive, not only at work, but also in your personal life. Okay, so that's the first one. Focus on your health. The second one is I'm going to challenge you to carry the right mindset into 2021. And this is derived off of a couple conversations I had with team members just this week. And it made me think maybe not everyone's thinking the same way I am. And what I want to share with you is probably some training that I've had in the past, but you always want to plan for the worst and hope for the best. In the military, I was told many times that hope is not a course of action. So what I'm going to challenge you to do is plan for 2021 to look similar as far as restrictions as 2020. Just plan that it's going to be the same. And as we can imagine, that's probably like a worst case scenario, still bouncing in and out of openings and closures and still wearing a mask and, all those different things. But if you plan for that and you plan for success in those conditions, then I guarantee you if they get lifted, then you're gonna be that much farther ahead than that person to your left or to your right who was planning on maybe a false assumption that this stuff's gonna lift come the new year or in March or whenever it is when they're putting that date in their minds. And so I want to make sure that as an organization, as individual business owners, that you're doing that you're planning for the worst and you're setting yourself up for success. What does winning look like in a COVID environment? And I guarantee you, we can do it. We can win and we will win. So that to me is very encouraging. It's very motivating, especially when we have a bunch of people around us, like-minded professionals, thinking the same way and moving down the path in the same direction at the same speed. So 2 challenges, don't forget those. Number 1, focus on your health. Number 2, carry the right mindset into 2021. And I cannot wait to see you guys in the new year. So until then, remember to stay safe, stay healthy, and always stay engaged. Thanks.